Broncos. Here to recap the Broncos at the Carolina Panthers, where the Panthers blow out Denver 23-10. I mean, that's what it felt like. Man, this season is just, I don't know. I have no words for it. Might go down as one of the worst seasons in Bronco history. It's been that bad. Well, where to start? I guess talk about how finally some people are getting on Russell Wilson. Mike Purcell, thank you very much. That was the best part of the game, when he freaking lit up Russell Wilson on the sideline. I mean, he needs it. Nobody's holding anybody accountable in this team. And it's sad how far this team has come from the Super Bowl 50 greatness to now this. I mean, this is rock bottom, guys. It is bad in Broncos country right now. And, you know, I've been sick past couple days, finally feeling a little bit better, but this game made me feel like shit. You know, I feel worse now. It's just, I mean, how do you lose to the Panthers? They're trying to tank right now to get the number 1 overall pick. I mean, it's going to be hard because you're battling Houston for that, and, you know, I don't think that they're going to give that up. But I don't know. I mean, the Broncos have no reason to lose. They don't have a first-round pick that they control. I mean, they're helping out Seattle right now. Seattle is the 4th overall pick in the draft. So, I mean, it's terrible. Anywho, I guess we can go into the stats before we talk about the notes here. Starting out the game, the first quarter, very boring. I fell asleep a couple times during this game, I'm not going to lie. I mean, obviously, because I'm not feeling too well, I was, waking up, falling asleep. And I remember waking up, and the Panthers scored a touchdown. And that was the one where DJ Moore just burned past Surtain, which this defense, I can tell, and I think all Broncos country can tell, has given up on this offense. They're done with the bullshit. They're not going to keep playing hard if the offense is just going to keep doing this every single week. I mean, they're not getting better. They're honestly getting worse every week. And, so Pastor Surtain 2 weeks in a row where he has not had a very good game, but, I don't blame him. He's played great all the other games. And, he's probably one of the guys who's been given up as well, which, like I said, I don't blame him. Panthers go up 7-0. After that, the Broncos able to get a field goal early in the second quarter. And then Panthers tack on a field goal to end that second. That would be the half. It would be 10-3 Panthers. So, yeah, very boring game. The only scoring that happened in the third quarter, same old shit, different week. Broncos can't score in the third quarter. The Panthers do, though. They get a touchdown. It was a fumble caused by Josie Jewell. Of course, Broncos can't fall on it. That's just been the story of the season. And Sam Darnold gets on and rolls in the end zone. It's a touchdown. So, fourth quarter, there was 2 Panther field goals. That made it 23-3. And then Brandon Johnson gets a 1-yard touchdown pass from Russell Wilson late in the third quarter, but it didn't matter. It was garbage time. And they lose 23-10. Stats here. See the quarterbacks. I mean, Russell Wilson got to play by freaking Sam Darnold. I mean, what does that tell you? I mean, I don't put all the blame on Russell Wilson, but man, just surprised we could not beat a team that's rebuilding. I mean, I thought we could win this game. Hey, I got one of the scores right. I said one team was going to score 23. I said the Broncos, but damn did I look like an idiot for saying that. But anywho, past the stats, you had Russell Wilson was 19 for 35, 142 yards, 1 touchdown. He went 3 now so many times in this game, I lost track. Sam Darnold was 11 for 19, 164 yards, 1 touchdown. Not bad for his first start of the season. Leader rushers, you had Latavius Murray. He had 13 carries, 92 yards. He had that one big run that eventually Russell Wilson threw a frickin' fumble and didn't even matter. And then Devonta Foreman had, I think it's Devonta Foreman. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, 24 carries, 113 yards. And then receiving yards, leading receiver for the Broncos was Courtland Sutton. And DJ Moore, 4 catches, 103 yards, and a touchdown. Leading receiver for Carolina. Carolina won the turnover battle. Denver had 2 turnovers, they had 1. Carolina had more yards. They had 304 yards to Denver's 246. So, yeah, it's a recipe for a loss right there. Carolina also had 37 minutes total in possession of the football. Denver had 22. And Carolina had 19 first downs compared to Denver's 14, which seems close, but in the game, no, it was way farther apart than that. So, those are the big stats here. Guess we can look at the other players. I guess we'll go with the winning team first. See, they had second lead rusher at 17 carries, 65 yards. So they had their running game was going. No, I could tell. The freaking offense was Donta Foreman. That's who it was. Okay. I said Devonta Foreman. Yeah, Donta Foreman. Yeah, no, the freaking defense was open. There were so many holes open like that. Their running backs were feasting out there. And then let's see, other than DJ Moore, the receivers had 20 yards or less. So, defense, Brian Burns, he had a big game. He had 2 sacks. Marquise Haynes had a sack. I mean, how the game was going, it felt like there was way more sacks going on. J.C. Horn was kind of shutting down Courtland Sutton, to be honest. It's all for them. Let's look at the Broncos here. So, yeah, Latavius Murray really the only running back doing anything. I mean, the running game was non-existent other than him. Receiving game, though, Kendall Hinton, 5 catches, 35 yards. Other than Courtland Sutton, everybody else was 11 yards or below. So, yeah, it's just bad. Did we have any sacks in this game? I don't think so. We did not have a sack in this game. We didn't even have a freaking interception. That's what I mean. This defense is giving up. Even when they've given up, they still only gave up 23 points. So, even though it's the Panthers and they be bad, we be worse. Anyway, let's look at the notes here before we wrap it up here. I mean, I don't got much to say, man. I feel like crap. You know, I'm getting over being sick. And this team, it's hard to defend this team. It's hard to freaking care about them right now. And I hate to say that. Like, it just doesn't feel right saying that. But something needs to freaking change. And I've been saying this kind of since the beginning of the season. I didn't want this to be real. Kind of kept it in the background. But the only reason they hired Hackett was to lure Aaron Rodgers. And I thought it was going to work. Okay? I fell for the trap. I was like, okay, they got Nathaniel Hackett. That's one of Aaron Rodgers' favorite coaches on Green Bay. He's going to come over. No, he decided to stay with freaking Green Bay. I was watching the Pat McAfee show and everything the day he was supposed to announce his decision. And, man, it was tough because other than that, I didn't really like what I saw to Hackett. There was nothing that impressed me because he didn't call the plays in Green Bay. He was just there. Calling the plays with Matt LaFleur. Okay, that's what I was nervous about. The only reason I wanted him was to get Rodgers. That's it. And then they got Wilson. I was like, well, I hope this works out. I mean, Hackett coming from Rodgers to Wilson, that's two totally different quarterbacks and how they work. And yeah, no, his play scheme it's not a Russell Wilson fit. And a lot of people say it's a Russell Wilson problem, but yeah, if he's playing in a scheme that doesn't fit his strengths and his strong suit, of course he's going to struggle. So, yes, honestly, Hackett probably going to get fired. And it's going to be because he doesn't hold anybody accountable. I mean, freaking Mike Purcell and Russell Wilson, when he was shouting at him on the sideline, Nathaniel Hackett right in front of him just acted like nothing was going on, you know. He's lost the team, it feels like. And, yeah, I had a feeling that it was going to be a good thing this season or it was going to be really, really, really bad. And it is really, really, really bad. So, but I've also said past couple weeks that it's not all just a coach and player thing. I think this is higher than that. This has got to be a front office thing. They're going to have to get rid of all the Elway front office people and all of his crap that he has stuffed into the organization. They need to clean it out, clear it out, blow it up, start over, because that shit got to go. All right, same old crap since Super Bowl 50. Nah, it's not working. So they need to clean that up, clear that up, get rid of it, and move on to bigger and better things, because that era of football is over. So, yeah, hopefully that's where they start out. If this ownership group is serious about winning, they need to start out there. I mean, that's what I would do. I'd get rid of all of Elway's posse in the front office and get with current times, because they're stuck back in 2015 still. We're about to be in 2023. So, honestly, I think they need to do that. What else? Oh, yeah, head coach. They need to get a coach that fits Russell Wilson's strong suit. Sean Payton would be the dream coach. I think he would be perfect for a guy like Russell Wilson, but oh, man. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen, because they'd have to give up a first-round pick to the Saints to get him, because he technically is still under their rights. So, yeah. Other than that, they don't really have a lot of coaching options. The main ones are Dan Quinn, Frank Reich, and they just have to promote from within. They'd probably promote Evan Nero, the defense coordinator. So, honestly, I'd give the defensive coordinator a shot, see what happens. If they fire Hackett tomorrow, which I believe they should, it's not, I mean, I hate moving on from coaches, but I think it's a leadership problem, and he just ain't it. I mean, when things were going bad, it seems like he's just falling apart as well. So, a lot of things that made me nervous about him, and I think that they are coming to the truth right now. So, and then last thing, they really just need to build around Russell Wilson. Like, he don't really got no weapons. All his weapons are all freaking injured, or they just suck. Cortland Sutton, I don't even know about him anymore. I'm not sure if he's... Honestly, I don't think he's as good as he used to be before he hurt his leg. Well, he tore his ACL. Yeah, he's never really been the same since but you know, I don't know. I'd like to see him, freaking Jerry Judy, KJ Hamler, and Tim Patrick all out there at once, see what it looks like, but we can't even get that. They also need to get rid of the freaking strength and conditioning coach, because every season there's important players that go on IR. There's so many freaking injuries. It's ridiculous. So I don't know. I'm just going on about a bunch of nonsense. So that's that. Last, before we get out of here, Broncos average 14.3 points as of right now. It's the worst in the NFL since 2000. But yeah, sad thing is that they're favored against the Panthers. They got dominated. And Seattle against the Raiders today, freaking with Geno Smith, put up 34 points, even though they lost. It's just, right now, not looking good. And also, you know, they might have to think about moving on from George Paton. And that's crazy to say. He's done some good things for the Broncos. I'm not saying that they have to. I'm saying they might have to look into it because they freaking gave that extension to Russell Wilson without him even playing a snap. And it's biting them right now. So, anywho, hope you all enjoyed the vid. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Other than that, stay safe, be good. It's tough. Go Broncos.